Hello, Steve. How you doing? There we go. Wait until somebody came in here before I started talking. Shit. Good old stomach was bothering me. I had to take some stomach stuff, but I'm good now. It always loves to bother me sometimes, but I don't know. I figured, okay, well, I'll jump on and see what's what. Might be a slow day. I don't know yet. Yeah, they said it was gonna rain here, but to my knowledge, it didn't. I went and walked outside earlier when it was still cool, but they said I think Monday it's supposed to be 90. Back to normal Louisiana weather, mid 80s, hint of rain. Kind of used to it. Archaeology Mikey in house. Doctor Who in house. There you go. Yeah, I don't go on Michael Kittle's chats. That early? Thought the draft don't come on at like 8 o'clock. The Saints have about, I think, 4 draft picks. They have 7 more draft picks over the last 6 rounds. Because we got a bunch of comp picks. The Saints, for like 10 years in a row, never got a compensatory draft pick. But we got, I think, 3 of them this year and 4 of them next year. Yeah, that's how they do it. I don't know what the temperature is here right now, but they said it was gonna rain. It didn't rain here tonight. Tomorrow it's supposed to storm. Which is not new because it's a weekend, and it always rains on a weekend here, apparently. No. Scotty got out at the right time. Damn, stomach, calm down. I don't know why it's doing that. No idea. Maybe it's possessed. I don't know. It's crazy. Let me see. I don't think we made any trades. That I'm aware of right now. Don't look like it. Saints always have contests to win autograph stuff. They got one now. Every year of every decade. Well, except for the 60s. The 70s, 80s, 90s, 2000, 2021. So, there's that. Hey, Kathy's Corner, how you doing? That's pretty cool, Mikey. Yeah, me, I don't go into auction streams. I try to stay away from money, from stuff like that. But yeah, look at this stuff. The politically correct world struck again. I don't know if anybody saw this on Twitter. I saw it on Twitter. But Blue Jays and MLB cut ties with Roberto Alomar after misconduct investigation. I guess some kind of sexual assault. I don't know what it was. They said from like 2014. So basically, the Blue Jays fired him as assistant, blah, blah, blah. Gonna take his name off the board, kick him out the Blue Jays Hall of Fame. MLB wants to kick him out of the actual Hall of Fame. And this is just over an allegation. This has nothing to do with, like, anything, you know. But he's been accused of this before. But this politically correct world, it's like you're supposed to be innocent until proven guilty. And in this politically correct world, you're automatically guilty. So I don't know. Oh, that's good. You got to talk to Doug. Hey, Shane, how you doing? I've seen some names in here I ain't seen in a long time, which is a good thing. Definitely a good thing. I don't see anything where the Saints supposedly it's the Saints tried to trade up into the top 10 yesterday, but I don't see it. I haven't talked to Doug yet. Other than messaging him. Hey, Dante, what's going on? Yeah, I'm still searching for one of those. I go to interviews, they love my interview, and then I don't hear nothing. And I call them up, and they go, "Oh, we're still looking. We still got you in mind." And I go, "All right, well." After a few days of this, I just pass on and I go to the next one. But I'm still holding out hope on the one I looked at right now. You know, I don't ever get the notifications for Teresa's show. Never. And I don't think Scotty's going to be on it tonight, but whatever. There is no Coinstar around. There is no Coinstar near me. They got like a jeweler place. There's like one pawn store that has a few coins, and not many. And then a little ways, there's like a jeweler place, which does like jewelry and silver and gold and stuff like that. But there is no LLCS that I'm aware of within 50 miles of here. Probably in New Orleans they got some, I'm guessing. Look what I just did. I'm trying to find. Okay, I'm on the Saints page. Trying to find. I'm kind of mystified. We took a defensive end last night, but I guess we needed a defensive end. But we need cornerbacks more. Well, he said Monday. Yeah, well, there are sons that they're hiring. Like a couple of months ago, I applied at Raising Cane's, which is a chicken finger place, you know, mostly in the South. And I went to the interview, and guys like, yeah, we're hiring, blah, blah, blah. He likes all the stuff, looks at the stuff. Okay. Give him the resume. I figure, okay, fast food place, right? Middle of the pandemic. They just opened up the restaurants, the dining rooms, like last week. But this is, you know, basically like Katrina, all the drive-through only, blah, blah, blah. This guy's like, all right, well, I'm leaving the company. But I'm doing some hiring for the guy. Okay, that's fine. We're hiring like, I don't know. I think he said like 30 people. All right, fine. So I do my interview. You tell them what you want to hear, all this good crap, And so, okay, I tell him what he wants to hear. Yeah, I'm not leaving the state. I wish I could, but yeah. But yeah, I heard about that Doctor Who. But guy tells me, all right, yeah, we'll get back to you. He likes what he likes everything. Then, I don't know, 2 or 3 days later, I get the dreaded, oh, thank you for searching for opportunity, but we're not interested in you at this time. And I go, wait, did I just get rejected from a fast food place? Really? And I called them up and I asked, all right, what's the reason? And they were like, oh, no, there's no reason. We just felt like we decided to. And I'm like, okay, well, I got all this experience. What's the reason? Like, So they don't want to give you a reason. So like, well, I could have interviewed. What's the point of me going to the damn interview? I could have did this over the phone. I could have had a Skype call or a Zoom call or something. I don't know about Rodgers going to the Broncos. Saints have pick number 60, pick number 98, and pick number 105 tonight. So that's 2, 3, and 3. And then we have a pick in round 4, 6, and 2 7s. 5th round draft pick we traded away last year. And of course, the NFL stripped us of a 6th round draft pick because of the Chinese flu BS. That's the only reason why the Saints got into cap trouble. It's because of the Chinese flu. Because the way Mickey Loomis plans things is the cap is always going to go up. Well, because of the pandemic, they dropped the cap from like 215 to 185 million. So they dropped the cap $30 million, which put the Saints over by like $50-60 million. That's why we had to get rid of some players. It's the only reason why the Saints had to get rid of as many players as they did. But they still got the core. So, well, I don't know. Trevor Lawrence with the Saints, nah. There's only one quarterback I wanted the Saints to get, and that was Mac Jones. Did Mac Jones even get drafted? I'm sure he's gone by now. I only looked for the first 20 players, and then I saw 28, so I'm sure, But I tell you what, though, Scotty went all the way, come all the way down to Louisiana for 3 months. Yeah, and I could have told him you ain't gonna get that many sales because of how FEMA is, and it was already 6 months into the game. We don't wait that long. They came down. The damn storms happened in September, and he didn't even come down here in almost February. That's 4 or 5 months into the game. By that point, most people got shit going. And realistically, honestly, he could have did what he did down here over the phone or on a Zoom call. And, yeah, I don't have everybody's numbers. I'm not a phone person. Once in a blue moon, I'll talk to someone, but I'm really not a phone. In fact, I got to add minutes on my phone tomorrow because even though I got like 75 hours of talk time on my phone, every 2 months they want me to pay for it. Sometimes every 3 months, depending on how many points I have. Okay, Shane, appreciate you popping in. Well, it rained a lot, and this was a freak, weather trend or whatever. So, yeah, but yeah, I don't think Aaron Rodgers is going to go to the Broncos. The 49ers want him. So, hey, Silver Scorpion, how you doing? Ah, man. I don't know what's worse, my stomach or my tooth at this point. Probably both. But I've never heard of that place before. It must be up your way. I don't even know what Bob Evans must be a fast food place. I'm guessing because you said chicken tenders. We got Raising Cane's down here for chicken tenders mostly. We don't have a Zaxby's down here. They got those in Baton Rouge. First come, first serve. Yeah, that's for where did I see that today? Oh, it's a restaurant. Okay. Well, restaurants are sort of in that category. We kind of clump all of that together. Actually, I just saw a thing before I popped on here. They opened everything back up in Louisiana pretty much. The governor pretty much said there's no mask mandate, but most businesses are still making people wear masks. Even though, in Louisiana, we don't really give a shit. So, I went to Walmart early and they used to have somebody outside with a basket handing masks to people. They ain't outside anymore. When I went to Walmart early in the day, probably 75% of people were not wearing masks. And they're not really giving a shit about it anymore. But even though the governor said only like 20, I think he only said 26% of people in Louisiana has been vaccinated, which, I'm not in that number, and I don't plan to be in that damn number. I'll take my chances. Because I can't take a vaccine, which, doesn't. Look, Dante, I got turned down from Raising Cane's. Okay? I got turned down from Lowe's, and Lowe's has got a big sign out saying now hiring every position. And, I think these places, like I keep telling people, they got all of these, everyone's hiring. No, they got to put those signs out because the government's paying them to put those signs out. Just because they have signs and they're on websites saying now hiring doesn't mean they're actually hiring. Because I've hit up all of these places that is now hiring. And I always get back, sorry, we're not hiring at this time, or some BS excuse or whatever. No, they're probably not. Well, I don't know. I know people that have taken the vaccine, but I'm just saying, a vaccine is, okay, you take it. The thing about the vaccine is you get the vaccine, and in some cases it's a 2-shot or 1-shot, but you still got to wear the mask, and even though you got the vaccine, you can still catch the COVID, right? And now they're saying something about you might have to take a booster shot every 6 months for the rest of your life. What's the point of a vaccine then? Isn't the vaccine supposed to get rid of this? And then it's mutating all the time? Now they're saying we're supposed to have it every year like a flu shot. Well, that's what this is. I called it the Chinese flu. And I said that on a site. I go to, and this person got really mad at me. And they said, COVID's not the flu. And I said, yes, it is. It's the flu that's mutated. It's the Chinese flu. I mean, You know? And someone actually told me the flu don't kill people. And I said, oh, they don't. It doesn't. You got to check your numbers out. I love when people tell me, oh, you don't do your research on things. I always hear that from people. You don't do your research. You need to look up things. And I get really tired of people telling me I need to look up things. I do look up things from multiple sources. And then I kind of put my tangent towards one or the other and split it down the middle. No, I ain't taking it either. The only way I'm going to take that thing if it's mandatory. In other words, if I get hired somewhere and they tell me you have to take it, then I got no choice because I can't turn down work. But around here, they ain't going to do that shit. There ain't no way. Yeah, I'm not putting something in my body that can change my RNA or my DNA, even though they said, oh, it doesn't change your RNA. That's a bunch of crap right there. And they got these fact finders. No matter what you say or do. Oh, that's not true. That's not true. That's not true. Oh, that's not true. Well, who's checking these fact finders? That's hired by Bill Gates and the rest of these morons. Who the hell's checking that shit? Yeah, exactly. Yep. If they're paying like $10 an hour, then yeah. Well, they're starting to build an Amazon warehouse down here. That's supposed to be ready by, I think they said January, February 2022. So what I'm trying to do is get a job or two, bide my time, and hopefully by some ass miracle, I can get on an Amazon because they start at $15 an hour. And this isn't the big warehouse. This is just you take the stuff and you load it on the truck. And they said they were going to hire like 500 people. So, that's probably a first come, first serve. And they're only building it not even 2 miles from my house. So, it's within walking distance, and it's a good payday. So, I mean, Amazon's the evil empire, just like Walmart, but Amazon can't do any worse than what Walmart did to me in the past. They just can't. It's just, I know all the tricks. Know all the tricks in the book. Hey, Tango Hotel, how you doing? If I was on YouTube doing this, I'm on a StreamYard side. If I was on YouTube, I would have shared it out to everybody, but I didn't get a chance to share anything out. Yeah, I got a tooth that's bothering me here that I'm probably my filling fell out a couple of years ago, and I don't have the money to get it fixed. 2 years ago, they wanted $100 for a filling. And this was 2 years ago. I don't have any insurance or anything like that. I tried to do Medicare, but all this shit's complicated. I don't have any luck when it comes to all of this free shit. Yay, pizza guy. Yeah, exactly. I don't care. But of course, Amazon's just like Walmart. They rule the world. Well, I know my teeth are a little bit crooked on one side. I know that for whatever. I don't need the tooth pulled out. I just need it filled. It only bothers me once in a while. I just gargle with salt water and then it's fine. But yeah, I had a filling in my mouth. 2 million subs. I've been doing YouTube for almost 4 years now. I can't. I gain 15, 20 people and YouTube takes them away. I can't. I will stream like 5-6 days a week, and then the month they take away stuff. I'll never be that popular. I did a short video of Mario and got 3,200 views. I have no idea why. So I said, let's keep doing Mario shorts. Nothing. I don't get the algorithm that much. I wish I did. Well, Twitch, I'm affiliated on Twitch, but I mean that took 2 weeks. But I don't stream a lot on Twitch. I might do one tonight, maybe. But when I play the games on Twitch, nobody views in. Nobody tunes in for that. It's only when I do this. I can actually do what I'm doing right now, talking on Twitch, and get 15 people in there in chat. When I play the games, I get maybe 2. Because I got it aimed at my TV screen. I got my other laptop aimed at my TV. Yeah, but you can't get paid on YouTube, or you don't get paid enough. My last Twitch stream, I ran 12 ads and got paid 2 cents. Well, yeah. Oh, I know. Yeah, my channel's kind of a hodgepodge. I got the coin people, the card people I meet in random streams. Well, I had a thing. I probably would have been monetized already. Hey, Amy, how you doing? But what happened was I got hacked, and so I didn't stream for a while, and because I was getting like 300 views a live stream. But, for whatever reason, the dregs of society picked me one night to mess around with my channel. And so I didn't stream for a while, and that kind of set it back, because I probably would be monetized already. But you don't make that much money off of YouTube, unless you have sponsors or you have third party or merchandise. I don't do any of that crap. Hey, Amy, I noticed you took down your that Instagram post I liked. Because I went to check it out and it was gone, and I was like, oh crap. Well, that's the thing, Steve. Before I got hacked last year, it was in March of last year, I used to stream from midnight to 3 a.m. I would literally get 35 people in chat. I was getting like 350 views a live stream every night. Oh, the one way you in the club doing that thing? I don't see that. Unless I'm wrong, I don't see it on your Instagram anymore, unless Instagram took it down, which is possible. I don't see anything wrong with it, but it's not up there anymore. Because my Instagram is weird. I don't know. I don't really know how to fool with it. I put a picture on there by pure accident. I put 2 of them up there by accident. I don't know how to do any of that stuff. You took it down. Oh, okay. Well, that's good. That's okay. That's Wasn't a bad one. It was pretty good, except for that guy that photobombed it in the background. I'm like, what? Yeah, well, that's a troll, Steve. Nile is a troll. He's the one that pretty much told Scotty about when Scotty references about the person that told him he shouldn't have his family on. Nile's the one that started all that stuff. Because I even asked Scotty about that. That was your friend. The guy was your friend? I know the other lady in that particular video was your friend. That was pretty friendly there. Yeah, I blocked Amanda B a long time ago in that chat. That's what I keep telling people. They get on there. There are people, see, it's called keyboard warriors. There are people, they don't have to, they make fake accounts. No viewers, no this, and they go into chats and they stir up shit, because that's what they do. They're shit stirrers, and they say and do shit to piss everyone off because they want to be the center of attention. That's what Nile was, and that's what Amanda B is. And I keep telling people, you're feeding into this. She's saying this stuff on purpose, and you're feeding into this crap. That's what she wants. I blocked her a long time ago. I told her to F off, and I blocked her. I'm not going to sit here and No, she's in Australia. She walks in the chat. She goes, I hate the USA. They don't know what they're doing. Blah, blah, blah. Of course, that's going to piss people off. In a chat that's 99% USA, of course it's going to piss people off. What do you think they're going to do? Yeah, but you're not a troll, Steve. There are people on YouTube that purposely are malicious. You know. But yeah. I tell you what, though, it's just I don't know. Yeah, I hope you've been doing good lately, Amy. I don't know. I feel like I bother people when I message them. I don't know why. I always feel like I'm a bother. I don't know why. Because I message people and a lot of times they don't answer me back. Some people do, but most don't. This is funny, right? Because this girl I was talking to made one of these OnlyFans. You know, I guess they get desperate. I don't know. I don't judge people. And she sent me a message, and of course, right then and there, I told her I'm not spending money on pictures. Sorry, I don't have it. Number one. Number two, I'm not going to spend money to see naked women when I can see them on Google for free. So, she stopped talking to me because I told her I'm not paying her freaking, she might have a good body, but I'm not paying for it. Sorry. I'm not, I think she took the OnlyFans down because nobody wanted to pay her $20. Most people have it set for $5, $10. She wanted like $20 a picture. I don't know. Weird shit. Ironically, I met her on that page that we went to that time, Amy, and I don't know, weird shit, but hey, Ben Simmons, how you doing? How you doing in the house? But I've always said this. I don't like women on Twitch and other stuff. I don't get how they aren't multimillionaires. Some of them are, but I never understand it. I mean, if you're hot enough and you got the assets and you know how to work stuff, the world is a pearl. You can have what you want, I mean, there's on Twitch they like to do these hot tub streams, which I don't really care for because it's just boring. I don't really care about somebody sitting in a hot tub. I care less. I watch I mostly watch Madden players on Twitch. Although everybody likes to play this Fortnite and they like to play the Call of Duty crap. Yeah, there was somebody playing GTA on Twitch today that I was watching. They were trying to hit their 50 goal. See, I don't put too much effort into Twitch. If I was to put enough effort into Twitch like I did YouTube, I'd probably be making some money right now because I am affiliated on Twitch. It's not that hard to get affiliated. It took me 2 weeks. And I probably could have did it in 1 week. But I've only done, 50, 60 streams. But it's just when I play games on Twitch, no one really walks into there. It's only when I do chats like this, I get 15 people on Twitch. Because now they got the just chatting where you can pop in there and do whatever. Oh, yeah. I don't watch many movies. There's always a thing. When I was growing up, if there was a movie or if there was a TV show that I liked watching, it was always canceled. Within the first year or 2 years, it got canceled. The last show that I actually watched that I liked, that was a series other than NCIS New Orleans, which I watched. I have my antenna hooked up, but I don't really turn it on. I can go 6 months without watching TV, and I'll hook up the antenna again and watch it for a few months, and then, or I could just get it off of CBS.com and watch it that way, which is what I usually do for free if you wait a day or two. What was I don't know 5-10 years ago they had this show. It was called Sleepy Hollow. It was on Fox, and it didn't make. I don't know. It really didn't make a whole lot of sense. I'm surprised it even lasted. It lasted 3 years. It was supposedly Ichabod Crane in 2016 or whatever the story took place. It's just weird shit. It's Ichabod Crane in modern day, and he had a curse put upon him or something. I don't know what it was. I don't have a good attention span either. I mean, unless you got some boobs in my way or something, then we got some. I don't know. I don't know. I used to be able to sit there and watch a 6-hour baseball game like in the 28th inning. I can't do that anymore. Not that I watch baseball anymore. I keep up with it because of my fantasy baseball leagues, ESPN and stuff. But I mean, other than that, I don't necessarily know. But what's this on Instagram? And I don't see how Rodgers is going to. I don't see how Aaron Rodgers is going to Denver Broncos. It's maybe, but I don't see it. I don't see that stuff. Yeah, my dad always said the same thing. My dad was like, I don't know how you can sit there and watch a game for 6 hours. A baseball game. My dad always liked football. His team growing up was the Miami Dolphins because he grew up in the 60s and 70s when the Dolphins were actually good. They traded for Teddy Bridgewater. They gave up a 6th-round draft pick to get Teddy Bridgewater. But they supposedly got Drew Lock. Well, I heard the 49ers wanted to get Aaron Rodgers, but I don't watch. I used to watch sports, and then I stopped watching most sports a couple of years ago. Of course, I still listen. I still keep track of the Saints, but I listen to the games on the radio. But we don't have Zach Strief anymore because he's now an assistant coach with the Saints, and now we had the voice of the Saints, Jim Henderson, for 35 years. He retired 3 years ago. Then Zach Strief just retired from the Saints with no experience whatsoever, and they put him on the air, and he did an okay job. I mean, Deuce McAllister's the color commentary. Obviously, they're going to put somebody. See, I was hoping that by some miracle they would put Drew Brees as the voice of the Saints, but obviously that's not going to happen. But I mean, just I mean, why not? You made Zach Strief the voice. They're going to go with another player. I mean, obviously they're never going to put Bobby Hebert on there because he already talks shit to everybody on the radio as it is. Bobby Hebert throws some F-bombs around there. That's Oh, Amy's still here. Okay. Well, Amy, if you got any pictures, feel free to send them. No, I'm just kidding. Well, yeah, Drew retired. Drew retired. Nah, Drew's going to do Notre Dame games. He's going to be on Sunday Night Football. So I'll watch the Notre Dame games and I'll watch the Sunday Night Football just because of Drew Brees. I can care less about Notre Dame and the rest of them. Oh, I don't know. I was kidding, Amy. I don't know. I kind of, I would think you get my sense of humor by now. I don't know. Maybe I don't. I don't know. I don't know if that's a good thing or a bad thing. I really don't know as far as, Well, Drew Brees is a Purdue alum. Notre Dame is Purdue's rival. So, right now, Drew Brees is playing golf at the Zurich Classic or whatever. So, he was last week. I don't know if he still is now. But he actually came out and said the only game he was healthy in last year was Detroit. So, I hope tonight we draft a cornerback. You know, the Saints wanted to get that guy Samuel from Ole Miss. He got taken. They wanted to get Patrick Surtain Jr. He got taken. All the cornerbacks got taken. I mean, they still got some decent cornerbacks out there, but you know, a lot of people are going, "Why in the hell did we get a defensive end? Like, what in the ass?" And I don't I don't know. I'm gonna agree with what Sean Payton does. I mean, yeah, we needed a defensive end, but I mean, Trey Henderson was good, but Trey Henderson only got 13 sacks this year because of two reasons. One, they were triple teaming Cam Jordan. Somebody's got to be open. And, you know, Trey Henderson, I already knew Trey was going to go. LSU to Bayou Bengals. They might have to start calling Cincinnati the Bayou Bengals because now, I'm telling you, Cincinnati's got the LSU connection. But, hey, True, how you doing? I ain't seen you in a while. Samuel was there in 28. They passed on him. I didn't watch the draft. I just after the fact I just went on there and saw, but I didn't. They actually passed on Samuels, and he was there at 28. I heard he got taken though. Like I don't understand. We need cornerback. We let go of all the cornerbacks. We need cornerbacks. I don't get why in the ass we. Yeah, they were really high on Samuels. You know, Samuels did that stupid ass move where he did the fire hydrant. You know, I mean, he's a kid. You know, it's no big deal. But like when they drafted this guy last night, what's his name? I forget his name. I'm not looking at the thing right now, and I was like, defensive end from Houston. I heard of his name because Houston plays Tulane, so I sort of knew who he was, and he's not. The defensive end that we picked, he's not actually. It's not like I was telling. Oh, well, you know the Saints don't draft LSU. Just they don't. They honestly don't. Well, the Saints got pick number 60 in. They got 3 picks tonight, 2, 3, and 3. So they got between 60 and 108. They got 3 picks. So we got pick number 60. I think the Saints are probably going to trade up. Supposedly they were trying to trade up into the top 10 last night. You know the Saints always trade up. You know what I think they should do? They should trade down. We need more depth. We got rid of all the depth because the only reason we got rid of all these players because Mickey Loomis's thing is built on, okay, the salary cap's always going to go up. Well, because of the Chinese flu, the salary cap went from like $215 million to $185. And that put the Saints over the salary cap by a shitload of money. That's why we had no choice. You know, it took a pandemic. Mother Nature screwed the Saints. Then we had to get rid of some players, Jack Rabbit and Thomas Morstead. And ironically, the 2 players that I wanted to get rid of, why in the ass do we keep re-signing P.J. Williams? It's beyond me because he don't know how to play shit. I mean, Ken Crawley's still on the damn roster, but at least they don't play him anymore, so I guess he's incognito. And I tell you what, the Saints want to make a big splash. We need to get rid of Andreas Pete. That son of a bitch couldn't block a cold. I'm sorry. The only reason Andreas Pete's never going to go anywhere is because the Saints gave him a shitload of money. Just bottom line. That guy gets hurt every 5 minutes. He's the one that got Breeze hurt last year and the year before because he don't know how to block. I don't like Andreas Pete. You know, it's his third or fourth year with the Saints. He should learn how to freaking block by now. I was hoping the Cowboys or some stupid-ass team would take him off our hands. I don't think the Saints want to trade him. You'd save a shitload of cap room right there. I'd put his ass in the deal for anybody. Yeah, that guy's Hawaiian. You know those Hawaiian people. You know, like in the 90s we had that pig dude. Them Hawaiians are big. They know how to play football. A few years ago, we had that guy, what's his name? Okafor. I don't know if he was Hawaiian, but we had Okafor, and he went to Kansas City. But, if it wasn't for the freaking Chinese flu, we wouldn't have had to get rid of as many players as we did. We would have had Jackrabbit. We probably would have still had Morstead. But, because of the owners dropped the cap, we had to get rid of players. So, but, it's not that bad. Yeah, we got rid of Jackrabbit. We got rid of some key players. But the core is still there. Still got Jordan. Still got AK-41. Still got Michael Thomas. The owners actually, now they restricted the number rule. They voted on it. Now players can wear any number they want. Defense don't have to wear 20s, 30s, and 40s. Offense can wear 00 again if they want. So that's going to be kind of fun. A defensive player wearing number 2. I'm saying this right now. The Saints better retire Drew Brees number 9. They better retire Drew's number. Because if I see someone wearing number 9, I'm going to go apeshit ballistic. I'll call the damn ticket office every freaking day. Public relations. Well, the guy, Repo, Alex Repo, whatever the hell his name is, that dude already blocked me on Twitter and shit because he's an asshole. Tom Brady's angry about a lot of things. You could. Back in the day, you could, but they're actually saying Tampa Bay is going to be the favorite to win the Super Bowl again this year because they re-signed all their draft. For the first time since like 1970 or something. Tampa Bay re-signed everyone, their entire 25. Playoff Brady, whoop-de-doo. Saints had that game. I'm dead serious. The NFL wanted what video? I guess, but the NFL wanted Tom Brady to win the Super Bowl because theoretically the Packers got screwed. Call me crazy, and I know this is not going to happen, obviously, because everybody's sitting there saying, oh, the Saints should go after Deshaun Watson. Why in the ass would we do that? We'd have to give up the cow, the sun, and the moon. Call me crazy, but I wouldn't mind if the Saints went after Aaron Rodgers. He's still got a few, Oh, they rigged it like crazy. Oh, let me tell you something. Well, I haven't made too many videos on my We Are the Who Dat Nation page lately. But yeah, I used to get a lot of views on that channel, but you see, I don't really do many videos on that anymore because it's not under my control anymore, really. It is, but it isn't. I'm not going to monetize them. Mickey Loomis can find ways for cap space. That's real easy. You know how you get Aaron Rodgers? I'll tell you how you get Aaron Rodgers right now. You give up 2 number 1 or 2 number 2 draft picks. You trade Andres Pete. You trade, obviously you're going to have to trade Jameis, so that's $12 million right there. And you sign, 3-year contract. Now people was supposedly what, and no one's ever going to really know this. Supposedly, if Drew Brees would have retired last year, Sean Payton was going to sign Tom Brady. And some fans are pissed because now they feel like we lost out on the Super Bowl. Maybe, maybe not. I'm sure we probably would have won a Super Bowl with Tom Brady because the NFL, I don't know if, maybe not because Roger Goodell hates the Saints. So they probably would have screwed us. But I don't know. I don't think Tom Brady with the Saints would have won a Super Bowl last year. I don't. Probably would have. We might have gotten further. I don't know. It's just if Drew Brees was 100% healthy, Yeah, I mean, that's no excuse, obviously. He did throw 2 or 3 interceptions in that playoff game, but 2 of those is because Jared Cook couldn't catch a cold, and the ball went in the air, was tipped, and then Traquan couldn't catch a cold, and then the ball got tipped and it was picked off. So 2 out of those 3 interceptions because the receivers couldn't catch. Thank God Jared Cook is gone. That, so at least Cook is gone. But P.J. Williams got re-signed. Crap. And then, Pete. But depending on who the Saints draft tonight, and then after the draft, the teams always go out and they find players. I don't know. I mean, you throw Michael Thomas a 10-yard slant, he'll go for a touchdown. Yeah, because Drew Brees threw to him, but I'm not sold on Jameis. I'm not really sold on him yet. Now, if he comes out, throws 50 touchdowns, hey, I'm all good. As Elvis likes to say, Elvis says that Jameis will throw 50 interceptions. Hey, Saints win the Super Bowl, I don't care if he throws 500 interceptions. We win the Super Bowl, hey, water under the bridge. But Jameis ain't going to be with the team next year. He signed a 1-year contract. If Jameis does good, other teams are going to want him. If Jameis does bad, Saints probably won't re-sign him. Now, I don't know if anybody drafted Mac Jones. Probably they did. I thought Mac Jones would be a perfect fit for the Saints, but I don't know. Well, it's kind of funny. If Tom Brady would have signed with the Saints, would Roger Goodell screw the Saints over? I don't know. That would be very interesting since him and Brady's buddies. Why am I not surprised the Patriots got him? Bill Belichick. That's just perfect sense. Perfect sense. Bill Belichick wanted to get rid of Tom Brady in like 2014 or some shit like that. And he wanted to keep Garoppolo, and Robert Kraft traded Garoppolo to the 49ers. The 49ers want to get rid of Garoppolo, so I was thinking, hell, the Patriots might go get Garoppolo back. Then they re-signed Cam Newton. They actually paid him more money to suck less or to suck more, depending on how it is. So, yeah, that's I don't know. Scam Newton, Fig Newton, whatever you want to call him. I never did like him because obviously he played for Auburn and then he played for Carolina. So, I mean, he's out of the division now. He's in the AFC, but I still don't like him. But apparently, Belichick thinks he can turn any player into a superstar. I mean, he did it with Randy Moss, but Randy Moss was already a superstar. But that's an outrage. You ought to stop doing your business with that company, with that particular store. You go to a convenience store. Convenience stores always have all the smokes. Or Walgreens or something, but not that I promote Walgreens, but I hate Walgreens. I hate CVS, by the way. When I worked at CVS a few years back, we used to sell cigarettes, and then they got rid of them. And then I said, well, shit, what the hell are we going to sell overnight? It's the only reason people came in overnight, to get cigarettes and booze. I got a convenience store right around the corner from me. They got all kinds of stuff. Yeah, from what I saw last night, they said that they liked and I'm not looking at my screen right now. Forget the guy's name. No, CVS is alive and well. CVS is number 2. I wish they were. No, we got like 5 CVSs around. No, we got 3. the one I worked at was a 24-hour store. They got one right down the street from me. They got another one. I got fired. Well, I got fired basically. I had a store manager. He a good guy who hired me. He left because he got fired. No, they transferred him because he wasn't doing enough sales, and they brought in this Arabian guy. And the first thing he told me, this is me after being there 2 years. I don't want anyone calling in unless you're sick. No, I don't want anyone calling in unless you're dead in the morgue. Now, I worked overnight. I worked there for 3 years. I called in one night. I couldn't even go to a goddamn funeral. He paid me for it, but yeah, this dude, and he was also the backup district manager, so he was his own boss. And he got colon cancer. I don't know if he died or not. Probably, I hope he did, because he was an asshole. You know, I'd make this man. We would do. I worked overnight. I worked 7 days in a row, and I had 7 days off. It was a split schedule because they had 2-man overnight teams. So one night it was me and another manager. We always had the same crew, the same 4 people, and then the next week it was those 4 people. So I worked 4 days one week, 3 days the next. 1 week I worked 32 hours. The next week I worked 37 or 38. But every once in a while, when I was on my 32-hour shift, they called me in, so I had to work an occasional day shift, which I did. I never told them no. But my store manager was like, why are we not making money at night? We were making projected sales were only supposed to be like $1,000 overnight, maybe $1,500, because you know, I would come in at 9 o'clock, where you still have people 9, 10 o'clock. Okay, you'd have people getting off of work buying their liquor. 2 o'clock came, from 2 to 6 a.m., you can't sell liquor in the state of Louisiana. So the registers would close down. So from 2 to 6, I can't sell liquor. Now people were still coming in for smokes. Now, right before I left, CVS got rid of smoking. They stopped selling cigarettes. So, but the projected sales for overnight was like $1,500. And we were making, my store was making almost $3,000 a night for my shift from 9 p.m. to 7 in the morning. We were making double that. And my boss was like, you should be making $15,000 overnight, every night. This place should be packed at 3 o'clock in the morning. And I look at him and I go, you know, the only people that are going to be up at 3 o'clock in the morning are the people that are working overnight. And, you know, we had a pharmacy open. It was me, a manager, and the 2 pharmacists. It was a 24-hour store. So we always had a pharmacist 24/7. So people would come in, you know, in the middle of the night. Their kids got sick. They needed stuff that people came in. But my boss would chew me out saying we ain't making enough money overnight. We were making $3,000 a night. Literally. The coupon people would come in at 3 o'clock in the morning, you know, the extreme coupon people, and sit there and keep me on the register for 3 hours with like 19 baskets. And he would see this on the monitors and go, oh, we made a shitload of money. And then their bill would be like 72 cents or something. And he'd yell at me for it. I'm like, well, you can't, you know, this guy was an asshole. So one day, he was like, and I wasn't even a manager. Like, the manager I had didn't even give a shit. He would go in the office and fall asleep all night. I pretty much was my own manager at this point. So one day, my boss came in and he goes, I'm tired of these goddamn sales. If we don't make $10,000 tonight, I'm firing you. Out of the blue. And I told him, I said, all right, well, you fired me. You need to fire the manager and everybody else. Because I can't make people come in here and buy shit. Okay? 3 o'clock in the morning, who the hell ass is going to be up, right? So he came in the next morning because I always had to. He always came in at 7 o'clock when I was leaving. A lot of times I got the hell out the door, and I left before he got there because he wouldn't even walk in the door till like 7:15. Well, this morning, that one morning, he got there 35 minutes early and pulled me into the office, looked at the numbers, and chewed my ass out for 30 minutes. So I got tired of the shit, and I said, all right, well, I'll tell you what. We'll get corporate on the phone. We'll decide who's leaving. So I had to put in a complaint against this guy. But what happened was corporate decided to, apparently, I was expendable, so they let go of me, but they demoted the store manager. And his wife is a store manager at CVS. So they got rid of me because I'm the one that complained. I was the one that was being harassed, mentally and physically harassed by this asshole. And because I put in a complaint, I got retaliated against, which really I could have thrown lawsuits out the ass on these people. And I said, all right, well, did you get rid of the manager? Oh, no, he's still with the company. Well, why'd you get rid of me? You know, this guy was on my ass and I wasn't even a manager. And it's bullshit. This was about 5 or 6 years ago. Yeah, it's all y'all ever getting overnight, basically. So this guy is going to sit here and tell me we ain't making enough sales. Well, it shouldn't be a 24-hour store then. We wasn't making enough sales in the daytime because that's why he was there in the first place. Because the manager that hired me, the guy that hired me, didn't like confrontation. He would go sit in the office all day. Like, he wouldn't push sales. So the store I worked at was always in the red. We never made money, apparently. No matter how much busy it was in that store. No matter how busy it was, we apparently never made enough money to satisfy the brass. Even though it's right there on a major highway, and the parking lot was always jam-packed. Even when I went to work at 9 o'clock at night, the parking lot was jam-packed. And I was always busy till at least midnight. But, so it's a situation where you bust your ass for a company. What gives me the reason to bust my ass for a company just to get nowhere? Just to have a boss, say, hey, if you don't like it, leave. And then, that's what that guy got caught for. He got sent to another store, but that's what I think what happened because I was full-time. But when he'd write the schedule out, he'd only put me on a schedule for 2 days. I kept telling him, Dave, that was his guy named Dave, the guy that hired me. I said, Dave, I'm full-time. You can't put me on a schedule for 2 days. Oh, okay, yeah. Well, I found out actually I was supposed to get paid $11 an hour, and I only got paid $9.50 an hour working overnight. So I was supposed to get $11 an hour. I didn't find that out until after I left the company. I did research on it, and everybody else paid that much. Well, he got transferred, and I got the asshole guy. It's like when you're in a coach. NFL, you get a nice guy, and that doesn't work when you lose, so you bring in an asshole. Then that doesn't work, so you bring in a nice guy. That's what I got. Nice guy didn't work, so I got the asshole. And the asshole decided to focus his main shit on me. Even though I wasn't even a manager, I put in for a manager, and he didn't want to make me a manager, but he wanted me to run his damn store. And I complained, and I put in a complaint against him. He didn't like that. So, but he got his because he wound up getting colon cancer. I don't even know if he's still alive or not, and I can care less if he is. I hope the son of a bitch died. I don't wish that on anybody, but karma's a bitch. Let me tell you something. You treat people how you want to be treated in life. This dude was treating people. This dude came in and literally fired almost the entire staff the first day he was there. Like he held a meeting. We had like 35 employees. He fired 30 of them on the first day. He goes, he kept me and like 3 other people, and that was it. He got rid of all his managers, hired brand new managers, everybody. He kept bringing in all these people from Walgreens, and they tried to run CVS like a Walgreens. And I'm like, this isn't Walgreens. Anybody who worked at Walmart or Walgreens, he was bringing them in with no experience. All you had to pretty much say was, oh, I worked at Walmart. You're hired. And these people kept thinking it was Walmart or Walgreens, and it's just no. Pretty much I had all managers from Walmart, which is why I left Walmart in the first place. I got tired of that crap. You know. But, yeah. But this guy, his name was Mo. His name was Mohammed. Here's another thing, right? He told everybody to call him Mo. He's like, if I catch anyone calling me Mohammed, I am firing them on the spot. You just can't randomly fire people for shit. You know? Like, he fired an employee because he didn't like the person's name. I'm like, you can't do that. You know? You can't just randomly fire people just because you don't like no one's name. I mean, it's just weird shit. But yeah, hopefully this guy is no longer living, so I don't, he's an asshole to begin with. So, yeah. I mean, I haven't seen him in the 6 years I left that damn company, so I don't know. But he made his, Oh, I met Rob Walton, Sam Walton's kid. He came into the store. I know I told his story before. He would walk in the stores. You know Rob Walton? You know the Walton family get death threats every day? Or they used to. I don't know if they still do. But he was a drunk. Him and his sister were drunks back then when I worked for the company. About 10 years ago. But Rob Walton would walk in the stores with no notice. And with armed security guards, 6 armed bodyguards around him in a circle. Well, when he came into a store, all the managers would walk around him like a shield. And we got explicit instructions never to talk to that man. They said if he goes down your aisle, you walk away from him. Well, he comes in a store and he walks right down my aisle, and I can't get away from him because I'm surrounded by a wall on both sides. And he starts talking to me, and he's asking me, okay, how do you like the company, blah, blah, blah. And I said, I was honest with him. And how do you like the management? And I said, I looked Rob Walton straight in the eye, and I said, you need to fire that guy right there. And I pointed to the store manager. You need to fire him because he doesn't know what he's doing. He's running your company into the ground. And which he was actually stealing money too. He did get fired for that, stealing money. And he promoted his boyfriend. He was gay, so he promoted his boyfriend to like assistant manager with no experience and gave him a big ass salary. But I wish I could have met Sam Walton. All I know is Walmart wouldn't be in the evil empire it is today if Sam Walton was still alive. Pretty sure his kids have run that company into the ground, basically. But yeah, I met Rob Walton, and he wasn't a bad guy. I mean, he wasn't. I talked to him for a few minutes, and he asked me questions, and I acted perfectly honest. And of course, after he left, my manager wrote me up and shit. Was like, "Wow, you shouldn't have told him that." Well, he's the owner of the goddamn company. The owner of the goddamn company is trying to get feedback on why his stores, because our store was like in the top 20, but it wasn't in the top 10. And he wanted to find out, okay, what's what can we do? Like any owner. But, my store manager didn't like that. But Walmart will write you up for stupid shit. Walmart is the company that thinks they own your soul. Yeah, too bad Walmart couldn't have made it big in the 70s. Walmart only grew as big as it grew because of Sam Walton. That's the only reason why. People always say that. People every time we talk about this, they say the same thing. Sam Walton is rolling over in his grave. He probably is. If he can come back to life as a zombie, he would probably be like, "What in the ass are you doing?" He'd be happy. he'd probably be happy that the company was still around and was one of the top companies in the world, but he probably would find out why and then just be really upset with it. You know, and it's a damn shame that Walmart does what they do. You know, but hey, they can go into a city, claim any property or land that they want. Like down here, okay, usually you're supposed to have like what? A 7 or 8. You know how when you go into a store and you got all these handicap placards, there's like what, 7 or 8 of them. They built the neighborhood market by me, and they told the city council we're only going to have 2. They wound up putting like a bunch of handicaps, but further away. We're only going to have 2 of them right by the front door, and the rest are going to be further down. And city council out here say, "Oh yes, that's fine. Whatever you want. We're going to let you, because they bringing money to the region. Whatever you want, yeah, we'll look the other way." They tore down the woods, but they actually built right up to this person's backyard on both directions. And they wanted to buy these people's houses, and they said no. So what they did was basically they went behind the person's back, bought the person's mortgage, and said, "All right, you got 30 days, get the fuck out." And before the 30 days was up, they bulldozed the house down. And they built, and they didn't even have to do that. They just did that because they were assholes. That's just, but they built pretty much up to these people's backyards. They wanted to buy the entire neighborhood, not my neighborhood, but the next couple neighborhoods on the other side. They wanted to buy that neighborhood out. Like they bought, it's a small ass neighborhood. It's not even a big Walmart. It's a neighborhood market. It's basically a grocery store. But they bought all this land. They bought all this all the trees. They got a big ass parking lot. For whatever reason, I have no idea why. But they got a little space, a little loading dock. It's not like a big Walmart or whatever, but like I went there today, and every once in a while I go there and there's people working. Most of the time I go there and I don't see anybody doing anything. It's only when the big wigs are there that you have like 5 people on each aisle. That way like last time I walked in there and people were working, and I said, which big wig's coming today? And the employee was like, "How do you know someone's coming?" I said, "I used to work at Walmart. The only way you have all these people working is because when I worked at Walmart, it was a skeleton crew. It was like me and one other person, full-time employees, and we were doing the entire grocery section in the middle of the daytime. And it was only when they had big wigs coming, that's when they call everyone in and say, 'All right, let's go,' bring in the masses, just to make sure that the warehouse is empty." And that's what they were doing today. I said, so-and-so must be coming. I don't know if Rob Walton's been to this Walmart or not, but the one I went to, yeah, it's still there, but it's probably in worse shape now because there's not a lot of businesses near it. The mall across the street completely closed down. They got a Home Depot right next to it, and there's a hotel on the other side. Right next to the Walmart, the big Walmart, not near me, but across the way, is Sam's Club and the gas station, and across from that, which I used to work at the Sam's Club too, so I got screwed out of that, but then they got a hotel next to that, on that side. But other than that, there's nothing really around there. Because the mall's closed. They got a few restaurants and this and that, but that's about it. It's nothing big. They used to have the Toys R Us there, but Toys R Us went out of business, so that's a vacant area. And further down, they got like your Marshalls, and you got your little Dollar Trees and stuff. Nothing really big, but that's further down. That whole stretch depends on the hotel and the Walmart. That's it for those small businesses. And there's a few guys. There's a Chili's on the other side of the street. And they got a Burger King and they got a Wendy's on one side, the Burger King on the other side, Taco Bell, KFC, whatever combined thing. But
But the mall's pretty much closed down, so there's really, but Walmart's there, so people are gonna go there. But but the neighborhood market right on the corner of my neighborhood is perfect because I didn't have a grocery store. No, I don't stream at night anymore since I got hacked, Steve. I used to stream at night, but I don't stream at night anymore because I can't take that chance of people hacking or whatnot. I'm not saying it'll happen, but I don't. I used to stream at 9, 10 o'clock sometimes, or I go on 11, 12, but no. And it's sad to say it took somebody that did that because they messed up my entire channel when they did that. And I don't give credit to people, but I would have been monetized because of it. No, but no, I'm going to end this and whatever. Yeah, go to Teresa's show. I don't want, I only got 3 people. My people come in my chat. I know when it's time to end my stream because I have just one person talking to me. I only have 3 people in here. People come in my chat, they say hi, and then they leave, or they're busy, or they're doing stuff, or I bore them to death. And most people, when they leave, they don't even tell me they leave. They just poof, which is fine. You have to be in a chat for 15 minutes, and you have to say something for it actually to count as a view. I get people that say, hi, can't stay, see you later. Doesn't even count as a view. I hate when people say, hi, throwing you a like, can't stay, bye. I wish they wouldn't come in the first place. But yeah, you do, Ben, but most people don't. They just poof. I tell people when I'm leaving the stream, I said, all right, I'll leave and whatever. When I first started YouTube, it took me about 30 or 40 streams. I used to delete them. I would talk for 35 minutes and have no one in chat. And I did leave a few of those streams up. Because there was this guy that kept telling me, you shouldn't delete those. You'll lose watch time. And I'm like, this is when I first started YouTube. And I said, what are you talking about? Watch time. Because I deleted at least 30 streams. But I got up to chatting with the people, number 140 or some shit like that, 130. Because I was doing it was chatting to the people, and I changed it with chatting with the people. And I was getting 35 people in my chat from like midnight to 3 a.m. I was getting the Insomniacs and the other side of the world people. And then somebody came on my chat, and one of those troll hacker assholes did what they did. And, just for fun, because they're assholes, they never get caught, and they know that. And then I didn't stream for a while, but I was close. I was really close to getting monetized because I was getting the night I got hacked. I had 20 mods in here. Not a goddamn one of them did anything. Pretty much. I mean, Steph did, but other than that, that was it. But I had like 30 people in that chat. I had 260 views. I was building up because some people do that. It happens. I understand. All right, I'll see you later, Steve. But yeah, it happens. But yeah, I was getting 200, 300 views a stream. Now, if I would have kept doing that, I would have been monetized a year ago. That shit happened. I stopped streaming for a while, and I shouldn't have let that asshole get to me, but hey, it happened, whatever. So, now I'm still trying to get monetized a year later. And you don't know unless it happens to you. I mean, some people say, fuck it, I'm going to keep going doing it. Hey, Kyle, what's going on? So, I'll get monetized one of these days. You don't make enough on YouTube anyway, but I should focus more on my Twitch. I've been affiliated on that for a while. But that's why I don't put any of those banner stuff to Twitch, to Facebook, to whatever. Like Twisted was saying, oh, you should put this and that. No, I don't do any of that shit. Now, I could have did it beforehand. It's bad enough everybody's info is already out there anyway. It's a pain in the ass. But yeah, for whatever reason, just out of the blue, just they hit me one night and just, that was that. So what the hell? Well, it doesn't take that much to get banned from Twitch. I mean, I'm not from Twitch, so I don't have much experience. I got monetized a year ago on Twitch. I just haven't hit the $100 goal yet. I'll run like 15 ads in an hour and only get 2 cents. Literally. I checked it. I did a stream last week on Twitch and I got 2 cents from ads. Oh, you're not banned permanently. They only ban you for like a year or so. Yeah, but define hateful speech. I said the word Redskin in a chat and got banned on Twitter in someone's chat because of that. We were talking football. And this was before they even changed the name to the Washington football team. And we were talking about the Redskins because Twisted Tip's a Redskins fan. We were talking about that. And I typed in the word Redskin and I got banned for like 3 days. And I'm like, because of offensive whatever. Yeah. All you got to do is make another account, use a VPN. That's all you got to do. You won't be able to use the same IP address, but if you use a VPN, you could probably use that account and get around it. I'm not saying to do that, but I don't know what you said to get banned, but you can appeal it, especially now. Twitch has in every chat you go in, there's an appeal, and that person can appeal and say yes or nay if they want you on the channel. But you can make an appeal to Twitch and say, hey, I was banned unjustly, blah blah blah. But I don't know. You were semi-banned because if you're banned, you can't even you're still allowed. Yeah, you're still allowed on Twitch. You just can't chat. Yeah, I had to ban someone once because they came in my live stream and started talking about throwing axes at someone. I'm like, what in the hell are you talking about? And they do that stuff on YouTube too. Yeah, it was basically, they probably thought you were a troll, basically. But you can get around that rule. What you doing? I don't know what I'm doing. I'm doing something. I'm sitting here talking to the masses. Hell if I know. Hell, if you don't know why you got it, you kept saying hateful speech. Well, that's the thing. I mean, can you talk in everyone's chat or it's just that one chat? Because you might have just been banned in that particular stream. Because, individual streams can ban you. If you were banned from Twitch, they would have deleted your account and everything. So you're probably just banned from that chat. No, there's a few people. I don't even understand Fortnite. Can't talk in anyone's chat. Huh. Well, I don't know how long ago that happened, but you should file an appeal with Twitch. Because, depending on what you said, I don't know what you said. I don't want, whatever you said, don't repeat it in this chat because I don't want YouTube to come on my ass. But I've said stuff on a Twitch stream that was not even malicious. And YouTube Twitch censored me for it. And I was like, what? I said the word ass on someone's live stream, like in the chat, and it got flagged. And I'm like, ass is not a dirty word. And the person was like, yes, it's a curse word. Well, no, it's not. Ass is a donkey. There's nothing. It depends on how you say it. How the meaning is involved. That makes it a dirty word. I can say ass all day. YouTube doesn't like that word, but I can say ass. It's a word. Yeah, pretty much. Well, you ought to come in my chat one time and see if you can type. You probably can. I don't know. I don't know when I'm going to do a Twitch, but I usually share it out. I might share it out on YouTube, but I don't really do that too much anymore because I'm afraid whoever tried to do whatever they did on YouTube would come to Twitch. But I don't know. Oh. Yeah, ain't nothing wrong with that. Shit, I'm in Stony stream all the time, and I say that dude sucks ass. Shit, I throw F-bombs in his chat all the time. He don't care. Shit. It depends on the streamer. If you get enough complaints from a certain streamer, especially if they make money for the platform, just like YouTube, you know, I'm a peon on YouTube. I ain't nobody. I'm just a regular folk, regular Joe. You know, do stuff like that, and that's how it is. Yeah, they probably banned you and then sent a complaint off to Twitch, and they reported you. You know, because you said the word ass, which is not even offensive. You know, in my chat, I don't really care. You know, on Twitch, as long as you don't say that word or whatever, as long as you don't say anything like I'm going to shoot people, you know, have common sense. You know, where I know you're not a troll. I don't care if people say ass. I really don't. You can't say ass on YouTube, but I overrode it because they blocked your message because of that. Hell, YouTube don't even like the word boobs. They're objective towards women now. You can't say boobs. I typed boob in the chat one time, and then, you know, well, my chat is FieldGuy0316. I added a 0 between the Y and the 3. I should have kept it. I might change it and put it FieldGuy316, but yeah, mine's FieldGuy0316. So I usually don't throw that out on YouTube, but you know, when I play games, I don't get many people in there. I get 2, 3. It's when I chat. When I chat, I'll get 10, 15. I think I got like I don't know. I got 3 or 4 people subscribed to me. I haven't hit the platform. You have to hit $100 to cash out. Well, there you go, Kyle. My birthday was a couple of months ago. Birthday is in a month. There you go. So it's April 30th. So Kyle's a May birthday, possibly June. I don't know. Yeah, you can, Ben. But you have an auto mod. But the default auto mod censors all words. But like with mine, well, with YouTube. Oh, there you go. 15th of April, yeah. But with YouTube, I have words censored. And there's 4 or 5 words I have censored, and people come in here and say it anyway. And I'm like, I know I got that word blocked. And it's the same 3 or 4 words I got blocked on Twitch. So, you know, like derogatory words. But, you know, I never really did care if people swore. But, you know, on YouTube, obviously, I want to be monetized. So I've heard all kinds of things where it's like, you know, you got to go through chat. You got to go through this. And, you know, well, 13's a hell of it. Thought you were 13 already. Well, what do I know? Yeah, I saw you did like a 35-minute stream, but I was sleeping. You must have did that in school or something. And I watched it. I didn't comment on it, but I watched it. But it came up in my feeds, and I said, oh, Kyle did a live stream. Okay. I think you got like 30 views on that sucker. So, you know. I'll tell you what you got to do, Kyle. If you want to make it big, you're at that age, you know, where it's big. There's actually, you know, people that do, you know, word of mouth. You know, get all your school friends to follow you on YouTube if you haven't already. You know, I wouldn't say get your family. You know, get the ones that really don't you don't want to get your mom and dad, whatever, watching your YouTube channel. That way you won't be able to do and say what you want. You'll have somebody always on your ass. But you being 13, which means you can control your content. Your YouTube's actually would be legal because, 13 and up. But sometimes I say YouTube should be 16 and up because there's a lot of people that are 12, 13, 14 on YouTube that are not mature enough yet. Hell, there's a guy that's like 17 and he's not mature enough on YouTube and he acts like a 10-year-old. And I get it. Guys mature faster than girls. I understand that. It's always been the case, obviously. But, yeah, get all your school friends and stuff to follow you, the ones you like. Just don't have the principal watching your shit. And don't do anything that'll get you in trouble with law enforcement. Think before. If you have an idea for something, actually think about it first. Would I get in trouble for this idea? Would I have law enforcement? Would I have blah blah blah? Yeah, well, with my live streams, I don't have an age limit on it, which is how Kyle's in here. But even if I had an age limit, hold on. No, on my videos, I have an 18 or over. I have an 18 or over. On my videos, it's 18 and over. On my live streams, I don't have an age limit. But I used to have people come in like Michael Mullins, who I haven't seen in a long time. He was 13 or 14. He would just make an account and say he was 18. So, just because you have over 18 on your account, you can have a 13-year-old come into your account and just change their age and just update it, and they'll be allowed in there. Because I used to have my live streams 18 and over before YouTube did all the... If you put your live streams 18 or older, you can't get paid for it, monetized anymore. So you have to have it age grouped. You have to have it where anyone can come in. Otherwise, when you get monetized, they won't pay you. If you make anything 18 or over, you don't get paid for it. So I have to go back and change the other videos to make sure they're age limit. But, Kyle comments on those. So I don't know if they are anymore. But, well, nowadays the damn principals can stick their nose in people's business, and I don't know. They're looking for shit. Back in my day, we went to school. I wish we had. I really wish we had Facebook and Twitter, and I can just. I grew up with a bunch of characters. Let me tell you something. Me and my friends, we would have been famous. I'm just saying. We did all kinds of shit in school, like just wacky shit and just. We did shit. We would have had an audience. And nowadays, I'm saying, nowadays these kids, everybody's got cell phones. We had the little tacky IBM computers. We didn't have no internet. Internet was just starting, in the mid-90s, we had the dial-up shit. But, by the time I graduated and left high school, it's like 97. They still didn't have it. I didn't even own a computer until 2003 before I bought a computer. I was in my mid-20s by then. Early 20s, mid-20s. But, yeah. Well, nowadays, you come up with some stupid idea. You post it on YouTube. Law enforcement catches you. The video goes viral. You might get arrested, but the video might have 62 trillion views on it. So all these kids think, hey, I'm going to do a viral video. I just wish we would have had all this stuff when I was growing up. We didn't have any of this stuff. There was no internet. There was no Facebook, Twitter, YouTube. We didn't have any of this stuff. I didn't even know YouTube was a thing. YouTube was founded, 2003, I think? First time I heard of YouTube was when I made my account. I actually made my account in 2007. But I did not make any videos until about 3 years ago because I didn't know how. It was cryptic code and this and that, and I couldn't figure out how to do it. I just watched videos up until a few years ago when they did the beta testing, and I can stream. I didn't know about StreamYards. I didn't think they had StreamYards, any of that back then. But, you know, then I got my Chromebook at the time, and then they made it where you can stream through the Chromebook where you don't have to go through the code, and it was easy. I just turned on my laptop, hit the turn camera on, and boom, did what I did, and that was it. So, it ain't that hard. If you got a phone, you just got to go on YouTube, but you can't do live streams until you hit 1,000 subscribers because a couple of years ago, all these morons, they had a shooting, or I don't think it was a school shooting. They were filming. It was one of these shootings, and stupid idiots were taking cameras, cell phones, and filming the crap and putting it on YouTube. And I don't want to see people get hurt and stuff. So YouTube made it where you have to have 1,000 subscribers to go, unless you do what MSC does, which, AKA Slobs, which. Unless you do what he does and has an actual equipment, he bypasses all that shit, and he just, he live streams with like 20 subscribers. So, I mean, you can do it off your phone. You can make videos. Oh yeah, I had like 80-something subscribers before I even made a video. You know, you get your friends, family, and whatnot, and you get people. Start a YouTube channel. You just get certain people on. I don't know. You get people that you know. People, hey, I'm gonna watch this shit. You know, you tell your friends, and your friends tell your other friends. Before you know it, you got a little cult following there. Like you can make these shorts. And these shorts can get you like 500,000 views. I'm going to do a short tonight on this baseball card I got in the mail. A little 15-second short. I'm going to go boop, boop. And there you go. And I took a video game, held it up to the screen, got 3,200 views. Don't know why. Just did it. I did the same thing with another video and got nothing. So it's just, the algorithm is just funny. It's just, it's very funny like that. So, I don't really know. Oh, who did the Saints draft? I thought the Saints drafted somebody. Maybe they're not up yet. No, they're not up yet. Thought they were. I don't know if you don't have friends. If you don't have friends, and just share it out to anybody. Random people in your chat. Shit, when you live stream, don't you have people in the background saying, oh, look, that idiot's on YouTube? I don't know. Share it out to anyone. See? Yeah, sometimes people just sub you for the hell out of it. That's all. Although I got to delete that word because it's got the word sub in it. YouTube don't like that word. Just say bus. Oh, I hit the wrong one. I didn't mean to delete that one. Okay. But yeah, just say bus or cookie or something. Yeah, they traded up and got what's his name. Saints got a damn defensive end. We need a cornerback. So hopefully we get a cornerback and see what's what. So I don't know. But Saints pick number 60. Why? You don't want to go on Omegle. Yeah, Tim Tebow's probably going to. Yeah, because Urban Meyer is the whatchamacallit. I don't even know where the hell the Saints are right now. Yeah. Anyone over 18 should stay off. Under 18 should pretty much stay off of Omegle at this point. I don't even go on that freaking site. Ain't no reason to go on that crap. Most people block their cams, and if they ain't blocking their cameras, they're doing something you shouldn't see in the first place. And nobody really mods that damn. Nobody really mods that thing, so. I don't know why you're watching them on there. Oh, pick 44. Oh, the Saints don't even pick till number 60. Unless they trade up. So we're looking at another 35 minutes before the Saints probably draft. Maybe 45 minutes. Saints have 3 draft picks. They have 1 in the second round and 2 in the third. Compensatory pick. So they got number 60. Where was it? They probably did an update on this, but maybe not. So now I have to go back and look at it again. But they got 60. I swear I just saw it. No, they took it down, apparently. They always do this to me. They take stuff down. Oh, no, there it is. Okay. Yeah, they got 60, 98, 105. So they got 3 draft picks between 60 and 105. My reasoning is they're going to trade 98 and 105, and they're probably going to trade up to get a number 2, especially if there's a cornerback sitting there, because the Saints need cornerbacks. Defense. Linebacker, cornerback. We already got a defensive end. And I think the Saints should draft an offensive tackle, even though we drafted a shitload of those last year. We might be able to pick up a tackle or a guard since we got rid of Nick Easton. Get a guard or somebody, you know. And then we do that. And, you know. No, Whiny asked why would I, why in the, no, I'm sorry. We don't need it. No. No, that has no place to be in a, that stuff should not be allowed on Twitter. What? There ain't no way we trade Mike Thomas for Khalil Mack. That shit ain't gonna happen. No way. Nah. I'm sure you can. I don't go on Reddit, but I've heard horror stories. I'm sure you can find anything on Reddit. Just because you can find it doesn't mean you should look for it. In fact, let me block that word because they're telling me they don't want me to have that word on there. So, Jaguars should be picking some monsters. They got kind of high. What you call it? But I don't know. Some crazy happenings. Yeah, Jaguars are gonna be good. Are they going to make the playoffs? Probably not. But they got some. Yeah, they're still a team. And until they're not a team, then they, until they're not a team, then they are a team. 6'8", 330. Well, if they got to protect Trevor Lawrence, they couldn't protect Minshew. See, that's the thing. You get a quarterback, and then you get tackles to protect them. That's how it should be. That's why Joe Burrow got hurt last year, because the Bungles couldn't protect his ass. Your franchise quarterback, you need to protect him. Your franchise quarterback is what puts butts in the seats, what makes your team money, which ultimately will get your team to the playoffs and maybe the Super Bowl. So you got to protect your biggest asset, especially a 6'8", 313 tackle. Now, he should put on some more weight and go 330, 340. He'd be a beast. He'd be more of a beast. But I tell you, it's I got the ticker on the side. I'm not really paying attention too much to it, but I got the ticker on there just looking at it and whatnot, and Oh. Well, yeah. Well, most people don't give a F about the offensive line either, but you got to protect your quarterback. Because if you don't protect your quarterback, then what good is it if your quarterback's on his ass every 5 minutes? What good is it? You know? I mean, I don't know. I don't see any good out of it if your quarterback's always on his ass. That's just me. So... 46. Well, Saints picking 14 picks, so there you go. So, I don't know. Oh, they're drafting all the tackles. We don't need tackles. We don't need offensive line. We might draft one at the end because we got rid of Nick Easton. But, I mean, other than that, we need a cornerback and linebacker. We got a defensive end. We might need another defensive end. Might get a quarterback. Might probably sign a quarterback, but just to have a third body on the roster. But, after the draft, all the teams go sign 20, 30 players. And like last year, we signed Tommy Stevens, and we didn't do much with him. He was a clone of Taysom, and cut him, and he went to the Panthers and did what he did with the Panthers. So maybe he'll develop one day. But, yeah, why not? Yeah, you could always do that. I mean, definitely for sure. We only got 2 quarterbacks on the roster. I don't know how you say we got already too many quarterbacks. How is 2 too many? But I hate when people tag me in damn friggin' Facebook. I have to tell them to stop tagging me. All right. I don't know. I don't really have nothing left at this point. I'll talk another 7, 8 minutes, 5 minutes. I don't know. Every time I go to end the stream, a couple of people pop in and I get stuck talking for another 20 minutes. That's probably going to happen again, but get to a point where there's one person talking, but there's 2 or 3 now. But yeah, Justin Fields are probably going to be your starter next year, the year after. Andy Dalton's just there as a stopgap. You got to learn from somebody, so he's probably going to learn the ins and outs from Andy Dalton, Andy Dalton's not a bad quarterback. He just played for bad teams. The Bungles couldn't do shit, and then he went to the Cowgirls, and they couldn't do shit. And obviously, I don't have to tell you about how the Bears work. I don't have to tell you about that. But yeah, Andy's going to start this year. I'm talking about next year. No, Justin Fields not going to come in and automatically come off the street and start. They don't do that anymore. They used to throw you in the mix, like Peyton Manning played his first year to get the experience, went 3-13, but he got all that shit out of his system. Nowadays, they sit you on the bench for a year or two before they start you. They don't throw you into the fire right away. Yeah, Andy Dalton's going to start, but Andy Dalton's better than Mitch Trubisky, who. Where did Trubisky sign? I don't even know if he's still signed. I know he's not with the Bears anymore. I think they got rid of his ass, I think. But I'm going to tell you, Andy Dalton is an upgrade from Trubisky. Patrick was, yeah. Not all quarterbacks do. They should. I think they should. Yeah, I think Patrick started out. The Saints was going to draft Patrick Mahomes. They were going to draft him. But then again, we wouldn't have had Marshawn Lattimore. But Andy Reid traded up and got Mahomes. We could have had Patrick Mahomes on the bench for the last 2 or 3 years. Who knows? They wouldn't have had a Patrick Mahomes. Think about that. Oh, yeah, the Bills. Well, I think Andy Dalton could lead the Bears to the playoffs if Trubisky did it. I mean, now granted, you have 17 games now, so if they can go 9-8 or 10-7, I would rather have Andy Dalton over Trubisky. I'm just saying, because I'm not going to sit here and tell you what happened to the Bears last year, because I was a first round pick of seeing what happened. I watched that game, obviously. Not that the Bears were going to do anything against the Saints last year anyway, because we beat them in the regular season. We didn't trounce them in the playoffs. We didn't have to trounce them. We could have probably hung 50 on them, but I think we won 24-9 or some shit like that. Trubisky couldn't get shit off. Now, if the Bears would have beat the Saints, and maybe Trubisky would still be on your team. Yeah. They actually, look, there was a Bears fan on Twitch that sat here and said Trubisky was going to beat the Saints. Then they were going to go into Green Bay, who Green Bay kicked the shit out of the Bears the week before. Trubisky was going to get 500 yards on Green Bay. And then they said Trubisky was going to go in the Super Bowl and win MVP honors. And I said, I had to laugh. And I said, What chance do you think the Bears are going to beat the Saints? I mean, it's not that the Bears are a bad team. It's just that they're inexperienced. But Trubisky never panned out. Y'all picked number 2 draft pick. You wasted a draft pick on a quarterback that didn't, y'all could have had all those other quarterbacks, but no, you grabbed Trubisky. It's just Ryan Pace. Ironically, Ryan Pace actually came from the Saints. And he left the Saints to go to the Bears. So when he was with the Saints, he didn't have all that power, though. He was an assistant general manager. He wasn't the actual general manager. So Ryan Pace didn't have all this damn whatever. Hey, the Cowboys are mediocre. Hey, at least you're not the Jaguars or the Jets. At least you don't go 0-16 every year. At least y'all made the playoffs last year. Granted, it was 8-8. You in there for a cup of coffee. But y'all got Khalil Mack. Y'all got some defense. You got Andy Dalton. I'm just saying, you could make the playoffs again this year. It's possible. Depending on who y'all get in the draft, maybe y'all draft somebody good tonight. I don't know. But I'm telling you, if y'all don't go anywhere this year, they're probably going to fire everybody. The coach, Pace will probably be gone. Y'all probably need Pace going anyway. Shit, Pace will get fired and he'll come back to the Saints. And I'm like, oh, shit, no. Usually that's what happens. They leave the Saints. They don't do any good. They come back to the Saints and they But yeah, Ryan Pace didn't have any power with the Saints. He was like the assistant to the assistant. Yeah. Y'all started off 5-1 and went. Then y'all went 5-8, and I think y'all won y'all last 3 games, or 2 out of the last 3, or I don't know. Yeah. Well, I don't know how y'all's owners give a whatever, but I don't know. They'll give them 1 more year. And probably say what's what. But hey, I keep saying whiny ass, we got Andres Pete on my team. Why the hell does PJ Williams keep, Y'all are 5-1. And then the Bears fans were like, wait a minute, we don't suck? I can't believe this shit. We're 5-1 in first place, and we don't suck. And then everybody said, well, you know what? Since y'all kept saying we don't suck, we gonna make you suck. And then they were in the playoff race the entire time. Why? Well, the Vikings suck. Lions suck. The Packers are gonna start sucking pretty soon. Without Aaron Rodgers, the Packers aren't going to be a playoff team next year. I don't care who the ass they got for a quarterback. And Jordan Love ain't going to lead them to a damn playoff race. I doubt it. So, I mean, the best thing for y'all is to have Aaron Rodgers out that damn division. Because then that division's up for grabs. It's probably going to be between the Vikings and the Bears. Because I don't see the Lions in it, and I don't see the Packers in it. And the Vikings went 9-7 last year. So theoretically, if Aaron Rodgers leaves that division, it's going to be the Vikings and the Bears fighting it out for the division. And y'all probably going to have the wild card team at a second. So if y'all can go 10-7, 9-8, 11-6, 9-10 wins will probably get you in the playoffs in the NFC Central. Might not be the division winner, but maybe it might be. Maybe your division will be like the NFC East last year, when the NFC East, the Redskins almost won a division at 6-10. Cowboys got in at 7-9 and won a division, and went somewhere. So perhaps, I don't know. Maybe so. Let me see what time. Oops, come here, phone. Oh, it's 7:30, almost 7:30. I'm probably gonna end my stream because I'm gonna go get something to eat. And that was my phone doing. I was, what the hell? I'm gonna get something to eat, and I guess check out the draft on the internet. Saints are picking up. Saints are picking somebody pretty soon. Don't know who they're going to pick, but it better be a goddamn cornerback. Pretty much. Your division's going to be wide open. You're going to be wide open. So there's no reason why the Bears shouldn't make the playoffs next year. That's what I'm saying. If Rodgers is gone, I didn't even eat any cereal. I walked past the cereal. Yeah, I'm going to go get something to eat. I'll be on stream. I'll be on tomorrow sometime, 4 or 5 o'clock, usual time. I'll pop in tomorrow and whatnot. Yeah, I've been on 2 hours. That's usually my limit, about 2 hours now. And when I get to a point where there's only one person talking in chat, that's when I know it's time to go. And I don't want to waste all my StreamYards. I still have enough StreamYard. They reset on the 4th. Every month on the 4th. So I got about 5 more hours of StreamYards. And if I do a Twitch stream, I need at least an hour or 2 of StreamYards left. So I appreciate you popping in, Ben, and everybody else who popped in for a minute. People I hadn't seen in a long time. So, but yeah, I'm going to get me something neat. So, y'all have a good night. I'm going to keep up with the draft, and, we'll see. Hey, things happen in the draft. Hey, maybe Aaron Rodgers comes to the Saints. Weird things have happened. All right, I'm going to head on out. I appreciate y'all. Y'all have a good night. I'll see you tomorrow.